I don't think you have to choose at all. I think it's possible to do both. I did that exact same thing. When I started off my career as an architecture undergraduate, I actually became quite frustrated because we were dealing with discrete building projects, discrete building design challenges, and I was really interested in how all the different pieces fit together and how to incorporate the history of a place, the social aspects of a place, the equity issues of a place. So I continued with my architecture studies and my architecture training, but supplemented it and shifted my career towards urban planning so that I could do both. I could do the design piece and actually do the physical design of a project, but also think about it in terms of the larger scale and think about these larger issues. The nice thing about being both an architect and an urban planner is that I get to work with a huge variety of different types of people. It could be a structural engineer that I'm working with on a building project, and then I might be working with a transportation engineer or other kinds of larger scale consultants on a project. And being able to weave all these different pieces together is really challenging and interesting, and I think makes for a better design if it's informed by these types of larger issues. Architects, when they approach a project, they are really thinking about the building design and trying to solve for the building. And they're typically working for a client who is telling them, I need to fulfill this, this, and this in this type of schedule. Whereas with a planner, they have a larger responsibility, not just to a client, but to a whole bunch of people, whether it's a city or thinking of it in terms of long-term planning as well. So I think it's important for architects and planners to talk a lot more. There needs to be a lot more collaboration, a lot more multidisciplinary types of projects, because that's how it is in real life. There's no way that one discipline could ever tackle these complex issues. We work with transportation engineers, we work with hydrologists, we work with ecologists, we work with community engagement folks, we work with habitat specialists, we work with structural engineers, and we work with retail specialists. It's everybody that we work with, artist organizations and educational institutions. It's everybody, and it has to be that way. As cities change, as civilization changes, these roles are going to continue to change as well. We have so many major challenges ahead of us, whether it's housing affordability or resiliency challenges or climate change. I think these kinds of divisions are going to go out the window. It's all just going to be all hands on deck. Everyone needs to work on these problems together.